No problem. No. I'll put it on. Which side? Hold it. Hold it. Walk away.
In 2017 and were the league winners in 2022. Hamilton United currently playing in OPL 2 this season, which after the name change, formerly known as League One Championship, and they've had a flying start to the year. 7 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, 22 points on the season, currently second place in the table. And for Vaughan, 5 wins, 5 losses, 15 points, currently at the top division of OPL. And OPL 1, they're sitting mid-table in 5th. Now located on the western edge of the Hamilton Mountains sits Ancaster, which is one of the home fields for Hamilton United, and that's where we will play tonight's match here at Redeemer University. Thanks for tuning in here to the OPL Cup. My name is Noah Vogel. It's the semifinals, just 4 teams remaining. The other game in action, which will kick off just 15 minutes after the start of this, will be Guelph United taking on the Woodbridge Strikers. And of course, the winner of both of those 2 games will have a chance to lift a trophy here this season. And will be the first winners of the newly named OPL Cup after being the League One Cup for many years before the name change this 2026 campaign. Taking a look at the starting lineups for both teams, beginning with the visitors in Vaughan. Sierra Georgia will start in the net. Kathleen Kimmins, Victoria Foster, Sophia Ferrante, Naomi Phillips, Sophia Mastracci, Victoria Rochi, Reese Fowler, Emily Foster, Amelia Lucic, and Elena Raimondo. And for the home side in Hamilton United, Madeline Boucher will start in goal. Emerson Roy, Bryn Juris will captain her side. Cassandra Campanella, Ava Boyd, Rebecca Lee, Grace Tawil, Lexi Foster, Brianna Henry, Mercedes Jaffe, and Caitlin Gratton. Head coach for Hamilton United, Carmen Lancia, and Jordan Feliciano, again coaching Vaughan this season. Head referee for tonight's matchup will be Mahbub Gulistani, well-known ref around the Hamilton area. And looking to officiate a good match between these two sides tonight. Hamilton United on a search to get promoted to the top division for next season, and they're well on pace too. Sitting 8 points still behind Pickering, who only one loss on the season, the only game they've dropped points in, but sitting pretty comfortably in second place, just 1 point ahead of Whitby. Tecumseh with 17 points. They sit in fourth place. And for Hamilton United, a great run of form they've had as of late. They've won 4 of their last 4, including 10 goals in their last 2 matches, a 5-1 win versus International FC and a 5-0 win versus Unionville in their last game. Vaughan beginning with possession as Foster. Looking over the top, it was cut out. Henry trying to turn, it was cut out. And played back inside their own third. Pressure on the back that time of Phillips. Foster gets it out to the near side. Vaughan moving it well, but it was intercepted just before the ball had found Ferrante. Madeline Boucher, Vaughan, Ontario native. She started all but one match in OPL 2 this season in goal for Hamilton United. Only conceding 3 goals so far this season, one coming just 2 games ago against International, but 6 clean sheets on the year. And she's been in the net for Hamilton United in all 7 victories they've had in the league this season. Juris now to the outside for Campanella. Tried to go down the line for Henry. It was Rochi who got in the way. Henry and Rochi will have quite the 1v1 matchup all evening long. Henry with a lot of pace on that right wing, but Rochi can certainly match it at the left back position. Phillips looking to switch that ball. Play just behind Raimondo on the right wing. Hamilton United sporting the Reds tonight in this home fixture, and Vaughan in white. Phillips again cutting out. Here's Lee. Rebecca Lee, Burlington, Ontario native. So nifty inside the middle. Very agile player, and not one of the biggest in the midfield, but she's able to find little pockets of space that makes her so good when she's on the ball. Played for Seneca and the OCAA back in 2023. Has played in every minute so far in the OPL Cup this season. She's on the ball once more. In her last match against Unionville, she was replaced in the 68th minute. It's been a quick run of fixtures for Hamilton United. 3 matches in 6 days, starting back on June 14th. They played on the 17th and the 20th as well. All ending in victories, but since then they've had just a 4-day break before this OPL Cup midweek match. Phillips again. Victoria Foster looking to take the space. The ball played into the path of her right back on the far side. It's Reese Fowler. Was looking for Foster, who had made the run in behind, but not on the same page that time. For a Hamilton United goal kick. Hamilton will play out of the back. Foster brings down that ball, looking forward for Hamilton United. Lucic lost out. Hamilton back with possession and calmly played back by Grace to Will. Twill, 9 matches, 1 goal so this season. That one coming against Rush in that 2-0 win they had a week, or 2 weeks ago rather. Rochi cut it out again, but Henry got in the way of the pass, and that feed from Campanella just too far in front. Both teams still getting settled in here in this match. Beautiful conditions here on a Wednesday night. To Will. Brent Juris again captaining Hamilton United here tonight. Able to skip away from the challenge. She's found Lee. Trying to find that pocket of space in behind, but was cut out well by Fowler. Headed forward by Vaughan. Played off the bounce. Mastracci. Now Lucic. Ferrante found some space on the inside. First time ball in behind. Rochi in an attacking position now and just rolled towards goal. Twill did just enough to get in front of that shot attempt to make it difficult for Vaughan. And Boucher making her first save on the first sight of goal for the away side. Lee let it run. And it turns it over. Vaughan might have a chance once more. Distance effort was always looking over. It was dipping near the end, but couldn't find itself underneath the crossbar. Lucic, her first attempt on goal here tonight for Vaughan. Touched forward by Lexi Foster, but or rather Grattan, but she had run out of space on the near side. Lucic from Maple, Ontario, plays in the fall for University of Toronto. She scored twice this season so far, and those came in very dominating wins that Vaughan had early in the season. Most of the matches so far this year, she's played just under 90 minutes. Last 2 games, she's been replaced in the 70th. Nice move to try and get inside the area. The cross coming through, but was blocked by Roy. Raimondo. Trying to get it into the feet of a striker in Mastracci, but as she was going down, had just knocked it towards Boucher. Hamilton United's road to tonight came in the first round in a 3-0 win against Scrosope. And in the second round was a tight victory against OPL 1 side in Waterloo United. It finished 1-1 through 90 minutes, went to penalty shootout. Both teams struggling to score from the spot in that penalty shootout, but Hamilton was able to come out victorious for Vaughan. Their quarterfinal, a very tough match against current leaders in OPL 1 in Simcoe County. They were able to beat them in that second round 1-0 after a 9-1 thumping against North Mississauga. Grattan. Juris will play back, and Hamilton United forced out of the Vaughan final third. Ball trying to be switched over, was cut out by Ferrante. Too far to the path for Lucic, and Boucher looking long for United. Rochi didn't do enough to clear it away. Foster, now Grattan, trying to get a delivery towards the back post. Henry was making her way towards it, but it was an easy claim in the first real play of the match for Sierra Giorgio. Rochi was issued out of bounds by Henry. She'll win the throw. Lucic tried to get around Lee, but was not making that an easy task. Boyd. United spread wide now for Roy. Hamilton last season in this competition lost in the opening round. It's really been an exciting start for them in Hamilton United Club and the way they've been playing in the league. And now just one win away from a cup final. Looking for their first OPL Cup in club history. Roy looking long. The target was Grattan. Bouncing ball almost got past Lee, but she did well to find Campanella. Henry waits for the overlap. Campanella looking to perch one into the box. It was headed towards goal. An athletic effort from Grattan, and really the first sign of offense for Hamilton United, but just steered wide. Pressure coming in from Grattan. Lucic. Ferrante. Right idea, looking for the switch over to the far side for Raimondo, who was making the run. But it was cut out by Roy, and now Juris in possession for Hamilton. Lee nifty away from her defender. Juris, the ball behind, perfectly weighted. 50-50 between Rochi and Henry. Brianna Henry now. Can't quite get through, did Grattan. Vaughan looking to come away, but that was short-sighted as it was Chaffee stopping any rush for the away team. Back in possession now. Tawell. Bryn Juris. Grattan, excellent one touch wide to find Henry. Trying to send one in again towards goal. The late run by Boyd was not enough to throw off Giorgio in goal. She makes her second save now of the match. Quickly the other way come Vaughan. Raimondo. Phillips. All the way back for Foster, and they'll restart with Giorgio. Victoria Foster, Mississauga, Ontario native, played for Quinnipiac and Hartford for 5 seasons in the NCAA. Roy will just clear out in 2024. Victoria Foster scored 2 goals in her final NCAA season. So far this season in OPL 1 has played every single minute. 9 games, 9 starts for her that she's been available for. A real backbone and a leader of that back line for Vaughan. Another team who really has not conceded many goals in the league so far this season. Flick forward, but not as far as Foster. Played out wide by Phillips. Brought down by Fowler as she brings it back for Katie Kimmins. Kimmins, Maple, Ontario native, Guelph University is where she plays in the fall. 4 seasons she just finished. She played every minute of the last 4 matches for Vaughan. Trying to get stuck in on a challenge here against Grattan. She's able to win the throw. Gibbons has played for Vaughan since 2024. And for them, their last 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses. Great ball behind by Henry. Trying to slip it through again for Boyd was Grattan, who was just behind her. Unable to stop another good chance for Hamilton United. Lee. Juris did really well. Emerson Roy. Ball towards the 6-yard area. May have came off of Kimmins before going out of bounds. It did. We'll get our first corner here tonight. It'll be for Hamilton United. Vaughan lost in this cup competition in the quarterfinal last season. Their last match coming against North Mississauga, who they beat in the first round this year. It was a 2-0 win over them. Coming after 2 straight losses against the top 2 teams in the OPL 1 table in Simcoe County and NDC. They've certainly had the more spread out schedule. Their last match 4 days ago as well on June 20th, but before then was on June 13th. It was between then and the 6th where they had 3 matches in that span. And now they're going to have to defend a corner here, nearing on the first 20 minutes played. It's Cassandra Campanella to take. Looking towards that 6-yard area, was knotted out by Vaughan. Lee with a chance to deliver back into the box. Henry had a touch inside the area. Came back out as far as Mastracci. Now Vaughan in possession. Lucic. Vaughan forwards making their way into the final third. Lucic trying to pick out one of them. She does. Raimondo. The overlapping run from Fowler. And the cross just off the head of that back post run. Vaughan can't keep it in. Out of the corner will be a throw-in for Hamilton United, but another strong passage of play for Vaughan. It was Mastracci again. Just couldn't quite connect with that header. That cross with a lot of pace towards the back post. Challenge won by Boyd. Comes out to Kimmins. Foster. Now with Emily Foster. Given away that time by Naomi Phillips, but Vaughan able to win possession back quickly. Victoria Foster's ball forward. Boucher well off her line. Able to clear it well back beyond the halfway line. Roy able to control now for Hamilton United. Switch looking for Henry. Didn't make it as far. Only came as far as Rochi. Raimondo got knocked out. Advantage was looking to be played by the referee, but they'll bring it back for a free kick. And 20 minutes through this semifinal, we sit at 0-0. Neither team really having an elite goal scoring chance so far in this first portion of the first half. Lee trying to pick out Grattan, but it was Victoria Foster who did a good job tracking that run. And Sierra Giorgio just clearing her lines out for a Hamilton United throw. Henry evades the double team, winning another throw up the field for United. Trying to turn was Boyd, but Gibbons was there in support. Toel. Now with Emerson Roy. She's giving it away. Raimondo making a darting run forward, but Roy did an excellent job getting back the sliding challenge. Able to stop that chance. Foster dispossessed. Roy had let it come off the line. And Victoria Foster will twist back as she finds her center back partner in Kimmins. Lucic. Lee charging back and winning possession for United. Rochi. Excellent touch to bring it under her spell. Into the feet of Mastracci. Her twisting pass looking for Lucic in behind was intercepted. Brought back out by Phillips. Foster into the path of Lucic. Nods it over now for Ferrante. Trying to get onto that favor left, but it was defended excellently by Campanella. Vaughan trying to move further and further into the Hamilton United half. It's cleared once again by Campanella. And we'll run out for a Vaughan throw. Strong spell for Vaughan near this middle part of the first half. Searching for that first goal. Here's Victoria Foster in a well-elevated position now. Came off Jurasuits. Last touch off of Hamilton United. Quick throw into the path of Raimondo. And it's going to be cleared out by Hamilton United defender. It will be the first corner for Vaughan. Reese Fowler will head over to take it. Just finished her 5th season with Western, starting 59 career games in the OUA. 21 goals she scored. Mississauga, Ontario native. She's started in all 10 matches for Vaughan in OPL 1 this season. Trying to deliver one to the front post. It was played off the hands by Boucher. She did an excellent job to come out and claim. Wasn't able to keep that ball in between the mitts. So another corner for Vaughan. And Fowler will reset. Fowler scored one of the 9 goals in that OPL Cup round of 16 game that saw them overtake North Mississauga. A deep ball to the back post. Boucher again coming to claim out. She had initially missed that ball And it came over top, trying to look forward for Henry, who was well beyond the halfway line, but it was too far away from her as Rochi just able to let it fall out of bounds. Campanella heads down into the path of Henry. Juris. Campanella. Great touch forward by Henry, trying to get away from Phillips, who gave it support for Rochi, but clears it out for a throw. Deep in the corner now, they'll ask Grace Will to try and throw one in towards the penalty area. Boyd as well as Grattan waiting on the edge of the 6, trying to flick it across. It came out for Juris. Now with Will. All the way back with Chaffee. Now Roy. Roy will go all the way back for Boucher. Looking long, flick forward by Foster. Cleared away by Victoria Foster. Now Lee. Excellent one touch from Hamilton United, but could find the purchase on the ball over top. Still no shot on target for Hamilton United in this first half. We're nearing it on the first half hour of play. Boucher. The match between Guelph United and Woodbridge has already kicked off, and 2 goals have already been scored. 17 minutes through, Guelph United currently leading 2-0 over Woodbridge. If they were to hold on to that early lead, they will play the winner of tonight's match. Lee. Into the path now of Boyd. She twists back for Lee. Chaffee. Played for San Jose State in her first season in the NCAA. She started and scored one of the penalties in the shootout in the OPL quarterfinal. Their last 2 matches ago, rather, versus International. She played just 31 minutes in that game for the Mississauga, Ontario native. Great turn by Juris. Ball played along the floor, but it was initially played not so well by Ferrante, but Juris was there. Or it was Phillips, rather, trying to clear, but nonetheless, Vaughan able to escape that dangerous opportunity. Thrown away by Hamilton United. On the turn now is Mastracci. She was taken down by Juris, able to win the free kick. Taken quickly by Vaughan, and Will able to win the throw. Victoria Foster will let it run. Throw in for Vaughan down the line, looking for Raimondo. Henry not the touch she was looking for. Mastracci. Great feat to twist away from two Hamilton United defenders. Now Rochi. Sofia Ferrante. Throw in going Hamilton United's way. Just ran out of room in that corner. Pass once again from Vaughan, just leading their players away from the middle of the pitch. Both teams knowing the importance of this result and trying to get to a cup final. It's been a safe game plan from both sides in these early goings. Just 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Could be an opportunity here for Vaughan. Phillips. Foster making a move forward. Foster back with it once more. Now Fowler in towards the area. Lucic knotted it down just off the post. Boucher, not sure if she got a hand to it, but the first attempt on the left from Ferrante was a hit and miss, and the second she connected well, but just off the side of the post. And we stay at 0-0. Best chance of the half so far. Tawil clearing it away. Kimmins knotted forward by Campanella. Vaughan looking to keep the pressure they had just built on that last chance. Ferrante, 2 goals in the league this season. Played 66 minutes in that win in the quarterfinals versus Simcoe County. South Alabama player, a sophomore for them this season, a goal and 4 assists in the NCAA this past fall. Scored back on June 6th against Waterloo United in a 4-0 win. Raimondo put that one high up in the air. It was last off the foot of Emily Foster. Juris, now Roy. Hamilton United trying to break here. Henry was making the run in behind. It was cut out by Foster. Mastracci steps away from one challenge, now from another. To allow advantage to be played. Lucic. Raimondo. Traveling into green grass, trying to slip it in behind for Emily Foster. Just able to keep it in, and her attempt towards goal is held by Boucher. Lee brings it down off the header from Ava Boyd. Now Henry trying to take Rochi one-on-one, and it was the left back who got the better of her that time. Campanella quickly into the feet of Boyd. Lee. Now to Will. They switch it to the opposite side for Roy. Ball teased towards the front post. It was headed down the line and a chance for Ferrante to chase after it, but good use of the body that time from Grace to Will as she lets it ride out for a throw. Kimmins, or Juris rather, couldn't turn away from the challenge of Foster. Mastracci, Lee brings it down. It was almost a dangerous ball behind if it had got over Foster, but she had knotted it down well. Ferrante. Vaughan looking to stretch wide. Mastracci back in towards the middle for Foster. And Lucic was never getting there before Boucher. And she comes out to claim once more. Less than 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. 0-0 between Vaughan and Hamilton United in the OPL Cup semi-final. Campanella, Brock University and Mohawk graduate, as she gives it away to Rochi. And she gives it right back. Juris, a nice interception as she spread it wide now for Henry. Lots of space trying to deliver into the box, and Foster with a much needed clearance for Vaughan. Raimondo, watched closely there by Roy. Last touch off Hamilton United. Another opportunity for delivery into the area for Hamilton United. Henry just unable to connect with Grattan, who had made a strong run to the front post. Campanella. Boucher. Hamilton United taking their time as they work out of their back four. Henry. Game close, but giving it away, trying to return it to Campanella. Mastracci. Now Lucic. Got away from Lee. Back pressure into the feet of Raimondo, and her one-time feed was too far. Almost cut it out again, but Hamilton United with a chance to break here on the counter, but Vaughan continuing to get players behind the ball. Raimondo, a great touch on the far side, and she wins the throw. Lucic plays it back now for Kimmins. She looks over the top to Will, able to clear for Hamilton. Rochi controls now with Kimmins. Rochi, another player for Vaughan, playing in the fall for South Alabama. Just her sophomore season, she finished in 2025. Another wasteful pass from Juris as that one falls all the way back to the Vaughan goal. Victoria Foster now with Raimondo. Kimmins invited the pressure and able to pick out Mastracci, now in a wide position here for Vaughan. Holding up play, Campanella, and he won it back from the help from Lee, and Kimmins stepping in. Mastracci went over the back of Lee. Juris trying to clear, was brought down by Lee. Juris again looking to get wide. And found the path of Lexi Foster, who wins a throw just in front of the Vaughan bench. No goals through 40 minutes here at Redeemer. It's a goal fest over in the other semifinal. 3-0 now for Guelph United over Woodbridge. They lead. A dominating performance from them at home as they look to get into the OPL Cup final. So lots to play in that match. Again, they start just 15 minutes after this one kicked off. Still awaiting our first goal here. Too far in front of Foster. She tried to let it run. Henry. Brandon Henry looking to use her pace out on the right wing. Checked for bodies in towards the area, but the soft cross, an easy claim for Giorgio. Phillips. Now Raimondo and Victoria Foster. Sophia Mastracci. Lucic not quite able to get away from the defender, but wins the throw. Mastracci, another player formerly from South Alabama in the NCAA, could not find the purchase on that cross. He reigns from Unionville, Ontario. She transferred to University of Buffalo. They scored 2 in the last 3 matches for Vaughan in OPL 1 play. 2 of those goals coming off the bench. Out of the 3 games she has not started, she scored in 2 of them. Got the start here tonight, her 6th start of the season, only including OPL 1 play. Long distance effort, but got into the feet of Mastracci, who tried to turn and shoot. Headed back in by Ferrante. Lucic, just on the edge of the area. Trying to find a creative way to find this in the box. Lucic, excellent feet. Campanella had lots of time to clear, and she did. And it's helped forward by Boyd. Mastracci, double team by Henry. Came back out for Rochi. Lucic again, curling towards the top corner. And again, just over top of the crossbar. Her second distance effort that has nearly found the back of the net and has left Boucher hoping that it would just fly over the top, and didn't quite have the dip on it to reach underneath the bar. Boucher invites the pressure from Ferrante, and now forward by Chaffee. Headed back, Campanella. Got a touch but could not find a teammate. Fowler, Raimondo just lost it away from her, but Ferrante able to take it away on the pressure. Tried to slip through to Mustracci, but Campanella was tight on her hip, able to just steer her away from that pass. Boucher launches forward. Came all the way back for Giorgio now. The 45th minute. It'll be indicated that there'll be no extra time at the end of the first half, and it will be sat at the way we started. 0-0 between Hamilton United and Vaughan. Both teams looking to purchase their ticket into the OPL Cup final and see who they will face, with Gulf United currently leading 3-0 over Woodbridge there in the 35th minute of the first half in that match. We'll be back for second half action. Don't go anywhere here on OPL Live on YouTube. University. My name is Noel Vogel. 0-0 through 45 minutes in the OPL Cup semifinal between Vaughan and Hamilton United. It's been quite the opposite in the other semifinal, which currently sees Guelph United at halftime against the Woodbridge Strikers, up 5-0. That first half here, both teams still trying to find their groove. The best chance falling to Sofia Ferrante of Vaughan in that first 20 minutes where she just struck the outside of the post. But so far, we stay at 0-0. Hamilton United still looking for the real first attempt on goal. For Sierra Giorgio, she has not had too much to do here in this match. There's been a couple of opportunities for Hamilton to get good deliveries into the area, just have not connected with anything towards Vaughan's goal. No changes from either head coach at the halftime break, so we'll stick with the starting 11s for both teams. Lucic had a lively first half. She arguably was one of the best when on the ball for Vaughan, creating a lot of chaos in the final third for Hamilton United. Both teams defended relatively well in that first 45. No real mistakes, but Lee had to be careful there. She was in the right place at the right time, able to get it back for Boucher, and dangerous challenge coming in. The back was Fowler, who got fouled. Vaughan back in possession with Foster. Victoria Foster into the path of Ferrante. Lost it for a moment, but now tied up there with Juris. It's going to be a free kick going Vaughan way. Played short into the feet of Foster. And that ball well close to the hands of Boucher, and an easy claim. High ball played forward, was brought down by Fowler. Staying in between the ball was Roy. She goes back for to Will. Played down the near sideline and headed out of bounds by Victoria Foster. Hamilton United haven't had struggles scoring this season. As I mentioned, 10 goals in their last 2 games in OPL 2 play. And they are playing an OPL level 1 defense, but chances haven't quite been there really for either side. Lucic able to win back possession, now striding forward. Have 3 on our left and now 2 on our right. Finds Raimondo, who tried to get the return feedback for Lucic. Gave it to the path now of Phillips, arriving late to the party. Had left Boyd in her trail, but she was able to get back to her feet and intercept that pass. 26 goals Hamilton United have scored this season. That puts them second in OPL 2, which is 5 conceded. Foster gives it away. Juris now twisting back. Will play into the feet of her defender, and Chaffee gets it back from Boucher. Dangerous ball over to the far side for Campanella. Got over the head of Chaffee, and she'll just clear her lines. You know, 4 of on throw. Quickly played for Mastracci. High ball arching just outside the 6-yard area, and well in distance for Boucher to come out and claim, as she does. Gimmons misjudged that header away, but Fowler got in the way of that pass. Was looking for Lexi Foster. Hamilton United wanting a foul that time as Boyd had gone down. Mastracci. Played forward by Foster. She'll continue her run. Down behind Emily Foster. Slip through. Ferrante, and coming back was Chaffee. Got in front of the ball that time. Lexi Foster gives way. Now Ferrante. Emily Foster. Now Fowler. Saw the run late of Mastracci, and ball had too much gas before it could reach the feet of the Vaughan winger. It goes out for a United goal kick. Here's Campanella. Or Roy, pardon me. That ball played over towards Lexi Foster. United giving the ball away again. On with majority of the possession to start the second half. Either team really able to control the flow of the game. Headed towards the halfway line. Emily Foster tried to bring it down for Phillips. She was grabbed from behind by Boyd. Referee allows to play on. Here is Boyd. Now Juris. Great ball movement from Hamilton United through the midfield, but Lee just not connecting on that ball in behind. That's really where it's lacked for both teams. As soon as they get into an attacking mindset, the balls through the final third have not been there. Mastracci. Raimondo. Lots of room to drive into as Hamilton stepped off for a moment. It came off to Will on the clearance from Roy and finally able to get it away. Foster misplacing that pass behind Reese Fowler. Go out for a United throw. So barring an incredible comeback from Woodbridge in the other semifinal, game still sitting at the halftime break. It should see Guelph United into the final, and we'll play the winner of this match. That game to be scheduled at a later date into the next month. And Guelph United this season has been very strong in OPL 1. And they're on a great run of form, including a 5-2 win against North Toronto before their match tonight. But currently sitting in fourth. They're just 1 point ahead of Vaughan. But the way that they have decapitated Woodbridge this evening, who currently sit in third in OPL 1, it's hard to know what we can expect from Guelph in that final. Whether either of these two teams will fancy themselves the way they've played against Woodbridge tonight. But both teams still have lots to do to get into that final. And it starts with a goal, possibly from Emily Foster with a distance effort, but it was into the hands of Boucher, who saw it all the way. Bouncing ball brought down at the center circle. Here's Juris. Rebecca Lee. Roy finding some space to turn, but Fowler cut out the pass. Looking for Lexi Foster. Juris with time, couldn't pick out the pass. Again, Fowler intercepting. Now able to get it up for Ferrante. Driving forward from the left back position is Rochi, who almost picked out Emily Foster, who was in space. But again, Hamilton United closing up the passing lanes. Just at the last moment, Lee looking forward. Hamilton United has yet to get a touch on the ball for Caitlin Grattan in this game. Lucic always rising. And out for Hamilton United, goal kick. Was an expectation that the OPL one side in Vaughan would maybe be the favorites here tonight, but the way Hamilton United has been playing, they have certainly held their own. But Vaughan starting to show why they have won this cup competition before and have been the better of the teams to start this second half. Whatever was said at the break has started to work in their favor. Played out last touch by Hamilton United. 10 minutes through the second half. And we're still at 0-0. Vaughan also starting to ready some of their substitutes. Plenty of strong players to bring off the bench that could make a difference in this match. Ferrante. Great patience and able to turn away from to Will, but it was Boyd who made that extra effort to slide in and win the challenge back. Now they get into the feet of Grattan. Can she pick out the pass looking for Lexi Foster? Not quite. It was behind. No real opportunity for her to play it forward. Victoria Foster playing it as far as Juris, who knocks it down for Lee. Now with possession for Hamilton United. Campanella. Perfectly weighted to find Henry, who's made herself in behind. Now one-on-one with Rochi. And she's able to win the corner. Henry, who's been on fire the last two matches. Hamilton, Ontario native. 4 goals in her last 2 games. She scored off the bench in that OPL quarter-final game. The lone goal in that game for Hamilton. Played at Memphis and Louisiana in the NCAA. Just finished her senior season. Hasn't quite been as involved here tonight in that wide position for the home side. But they have a corner here, their first of the second half. Came up short towards the front post. Was cleared away by Rochi. Campanella. Still Campanella. Tried to go through the legs of Rochi, but she defended it very well, but has given it away. Juris, again looking for a delivery into the area. Boyd trying to turn. She goes down in the area. Quickly pointing to the spot. Hamilton United awarded a penalty kick. It started with Campanella getting it back off the corner. Juris had played it in towards Boyd. She had taken a challenge from behind. And after winning the penalty, Ava Boyd will head to the spot with a chance to put Hamilton United in the lead. Boyd, 2 goals against International 2 games ago. She's got now 3 on the season, looking to get her first in the OPL Cup of this 2026 campaign. And how big would it be to put them up against Vaughan? Sticks it in the corner. A calm penalty gives the home side a 1-0 lead. Winning the penalty and scoring it, Ava Boyd. Hamilton United up 1-0 over Vaughan, and now the OPL 1 side and the 2017 winners are on their heels for the next half hour to try and get themselves back into this match. What a turn of events. Vaughan with the stronger start here in this second half. Hamilton with a good spell over the last 2 minutes. They win a penalty and are able to convert. Ava Boyd with her 4th of the season. Already matches her best year in League One, which came back in 2024 where she scored 4 in 7 matches. 3 in OPL 2 this season and now 1 in the OPL Cup. And has put her team in the lead. What is a huge game for their club. Substitutions now being made on the Vaughan side. They're looking to get some more offense going as they've been held scoreless so far. It's Ania Fleming-Thompson who will enter the game. She will replace Sophia Mastracci, who unable to score in back-to-back matches here tonight. Fleming-Thomas, her last appearance came in their last match against North Mississauga in that 2-0 win. She scored one of those goals off the bench. Can she do that here again tonight? Also scoring in the 9-1 win over North Mississauga. She was their main goal scorer last season. 10 goals in her 2025 League One campaign. She's known to find the back of the net. Can she do it off the bench here tonight when Vaughan needs it most? Boyd, the most recent goal scorer. That's put Hamilton with the advantage. Vanessa Reda also coming into the game. She's replacing Naomi Phillips in the midfield, trying to maestro something up. Here's Fleming-Thompson, but the offside flag was up. Vanessa Reda, experienced player. She's started in 5 out of the 8 games she's featured in. Previously played for Humber College as well as York University, 5 seasons in the OUA and OCAA combined. Vaughan, Ontario native. She played every minute in the first 2 OPL Cup round games, but coming off the bench tonight. Fowler finds Kimmins. Now on the far side for Rochi. Rochi into the path of Lucic, who carries it on now for Fleming-Thompson. Goes down at the edge of the area. The challenge late coming in from Campanella. And now in a dangerous position for Vaughan. Try and conjure up an opportunity here inside the box. They load players just inside the 18. Lucic certainly has the ability to go for goal from here, but a tough angle for Vaughan's number 20. 2 hands up as she clears it in towards the area, but knotted out and cleared as far as Raimondo, who sends it right back towards goal. And easy for Boucher. Lucic. Brilliant touch inside of the center circle, but her pass not the same. Now Boyd. And lost the touch away, and Rochi with lots of space to run into. She's found the pass to Ferrante, who's now fined Fleming-Thompson. Trying to get it under her spell. Having to twist back inside the box. It was blocked in front. Rochi. Lucic wants to have a go again. But That looping ball was always wide of the net. Boucher forward. Foster plays it back now for Kimmins. Either team unable to get it under control. Roy will just send it away. Fowler over the top. Raimondo was trying to catch up to it, but was never beating Boucher. Hamilton playing out of the back now. Roy. Diagonal run made by Foster. Trying to take on Fowler. Can she find it in towards Grattan? It got over the head of Henry. Picks it up now towards the end line. Quickly back inside, trying to find it in towards the 6-yard box. It came floating towards the edge of the D. Now Lee. Fleming Thompson tracking back to get in front of her. And she lets it go out for a Vaughan goal kick. Another substitution being made by Vaughan as they bring in another attacking option. As Joanna Abdelmalak will come in. And Elena Raimondo will be the one to exit. Abdelmalak scoring her last goal in May of 31st against North Toronto. She scored 2 in that game. And a 2-1 win for Vaughan Azzurri. Her last feature in a match was against NDC. That was 3 matches ago, back on June 9th. Fleming Thompson. Ferrante. Still looking to put something in towards the box, but it's defended well on the edge of the area by Hamilton United. Boyd able to win back possession. Kimmins battling there with Grattan. It will be Vaughan throw on the far side. And after the flurry of substitutions from the away side, Hamilton United getting ready some of their own. Rita trying to slip it through. Boucher quickly off her line. Able to scoop it up. And now looking long forward for Grattan. Hamilton United not looking to sit back and hold on to this lead. They want to try and get another. Henry skips away from the challenge of Rochi. Can she find a teammate inside the box? Got all the way through. Excellent save made and held on by Giorgio. Lexi Foster found herself with time and space in the back post and couldn't get it past the Vaughan #1. Now Vaughan Azzurri the other way. Challenge one in her own half by Lee. Here is Boyd. Just looking forward for Grattan, but we're not on the same page. Vaughan again, the ball just not near the target in Fleming Thompson. Fears Foster. Emily Foster looking to pearl one in. It came off of Fleming Thompson. Still inside the box. Last touch off of Hamilton player. Will be a corner for Vaughan. But Abdelmalak, since coming in, has had a lot of space on this right wing side. 20 minutes remaining. Vaughan looking to tie things up here with a goal from a corner. And they're going to make 2 more substitutions momentarily. Azzurri to take the in-swinging corner. High looping towards the back post. And Victoria Foster tried to nod it back towards goal, but goes out for Hamilton goal kick. Now those substitutions will be made. A double for both. Vaughan replacing Emily Foster and Victoria Rochi. So midfield and defensive substitution. And Hamilton United is going to bring in 2 midfielders as well. As Roy replaced at left back, Victoria Pimenta will check in now for Hamilton United. What an exciting talent she has been for the home side here this season. And now on the ball with a chance to try and direct it towards goal. Coming late to the party, was blocked and well by Savannah Singh. Or sorry, that was Samantha Lennon. Pimenta got knocked down. Boyd playing forward. Gibbons trying to cut it out, and Rita will just go back. Ferrante. Nia Fleming Thompson. Holding up inside the middle of the park now. Waiting for help as they get it up forward. Abdelmalak trying to get the return feed. It almost came into the path of Ferrante. Pimenta will just get it long as Grattan will continue it into the Vaughan half. So the official changes being made. Rochi replaced by Samantha Lenegan, as Ainsley Parker also coming in for Emily Foster in the middle of the park. Victoria Pimenta in for Lexi Foster, and Sophia Mamolti will come in for Hamilton United as well, replacing Cassandra Campanella. Here's Abdelmalak. It was headed further away by Juris. Foster couldn't get the shot away. Abdelmalak still on it is Abdelmalak, now trying to look for a teammate inside the area, and a soft attempt from Sofia Ferrante is kept there by Boucher, and she'll continue to wind time off the clock. As I was saying about Pimenta, Temple University Comanche in U20 this season, 8 goals in 6 matches. She scored with the first team against Rush. She didn't play in either of the OPL Cup matches, either starting or off the bench. She started in 6, or has featured in 6 rather with the first team. Has started in 3 of those, scoring 2 goals in those matches. Abdelmalak. Chance here for Vaughan. Great save by Boucher. Lucic now on the edge of the area. Another post hit by Vaughan, inches away from finding the tying goal. Emil Lucic. Abdelmalak now, nifty inside the box, trying to get the shot through. And it went through the legs of to Will, but it's Boucher who stands behind it and makes another save. How about Amelia Lucic? She's had shots from about everywhere for Vaughan in this game. And that purling shot towards the corner, just a nick away from finding the right side of the goal. Parker. Fleming Thompson tried to leave it for Lucic. Able to get back with possession on the ball. Rita. Lucic waiting for the overlapping run, but it was read well by Roy. 15 minutes remaining now for Vaughan to try and tie things up. Hamilton looking to hold on to the lead. What a win this would be for Hamilton United to find themselves in the OPL Cup final. Vaughan attacking forward, the ball played in behind by Samantha. Lenegon was just too far for Abdel Malak, and it's out for a Hamilton United goal kick. Played forward by Hamilton United, twisting off of the challenge was Grattan. Now looking for support. He's looking for Pimenta, but there's a good challenge in there by Parker. Dangerous now for Hamilton United. Boucher having to be careful. There's Parker once more. Ainsley Parker into the feet of Abdel Malak. Able to skip away from her defender, but the shot just wide. And out for a goal kick. More substitutions being made for Vaughan. A double substitution coming in, as that will be the end of the night for Sofia Ferrante. And Aaliyah Gomez will come in. So like for like substitution there, and Lucic will also come out of the match. Their most creative attacker so far tonight. And was unlucky to find the back of the net. She's replaced by Hannah Anderson. Anderson, who's been a regular in the squad, whether she's starting or coming off the bench. Played 45 minutes in the win over Simcoe County in the OPL Cup quarterfinal. And for Gomez, Bradford, Ontario, she also played at South Alabama as well as Pittsburgh. Just finished her senior season there. 2 goals and 3 assists in the NCAA. Part of the national development programs from U15 to U20 with Team Canada. She also won gold at the Canada Games. Just 1 goal so far this season for her. She's not been a regular starter, mostly finding time off the bench in matches. Her last start came against Simcoe County in OPL 1, where she scored in that 4-2 loss. Ball played out for a Vaughan throw. Rita, back for Kimmins. Parker. Having to hold up her run this time and trying to find a purchase into the box was Gomez. Fleming Thompson coming from the opposite flank to win it inside the area. Tawil wins it back. It came off of Fleming Thompson, out for a United throw. Practically a whole new lineup out for Vaughan now. 7 substitutions they have brought in off the bench. Just 2 for Hamilton United that have entered the game so far. Likely to see more. come the latter parts of this game. Lenahan tried to just play that one towards an area, but nobody there for Vaughan and Boucher. Will now look long forward, but came up quite short. Was headed forward by Juris. Now it's with Parker and Rita. Victoria Foster over the top now for Gomez. Tried to knot into her path, couldn't quite keep it in bounds, and it was really well defended that time by the substitute in Mamalotti. Mamalotti, a Hamilton, Ontario native, played her freshman year at Illinois. Just 2 appearances in the NCAA this season. As it starts in her last 4 games, she was lucky to not get the start here tonight, but Roy was excellent in her position here today. Those two, really a strong tandem to have at that left back. Now Roy playing on the right back position with Campanella down on the bench. Mamolti, however, just 26 minutes in that OPL quarterfinal. We're inside the final 10 of the 90, with Hamilton United still leading 1-0 over Vaughan. Coming on that penalty, won and scored by Ava Boyd. Lee was sliding in, and foul called against her. Anderson. Now Rita. Lenahan. Trying to find the path of Parker, and again, just not finding the connection in the final third is Vaughan. Parker, another player who scored off the bench this season. Was in that 4-2 loss against Simcoe County. Played at East Tennessee this past fall, and for Vaughan, that's what they bring, is that ability to have players off the bench who can make an impact. And they're going to need an impact here if they want to keep their OPL Cup hopes alive. Played out of Kimmins and at 4th row. Last touch off of Henry that time, as she was ushered out of bounds. Abdelmalak, now Anderson and Fowler. Cut out by Chaffee, and she took the hit from behind and drew the foul. Kimmins backpedaling. Almost give it away. Pimenta just steered it wide of the left post. It was dangerous out of the back from Vaughan. And Pimenta just about a foot away from making this a 2-0 Hamilton United lead and probably wrapping up this match. Pimenta had nodded it forward and took a hit while doing so. Foul brings that back to the center line. Pimenta. Lost out to Lenahan, and now racing away comes Aaliyah Gomes. Here's Foster in a upwards position, trying to square it across. It just came off the back foot of Abdelmalak, who couldn't direct it towards goal. Just needed any kind of body part on it, and it would have been in. Boyd can't clear. Mamolti now unable to get it away for Hamilton United. Chip forward, Fleming Thompson, was she offside? Flag stayed down, and she's not able to get that attempt on target. But what a chance, as Victoria Foster was well out of her center back position. You can see her now in the middle of the field, the Vaughan captain. She's playing more of a number 10 role for this latter part of the game, with just 3 at the back for Vaughan as they're really pushing for this tying goal. She made a great run and a great ball across. Here is Foster. Now Lenehan gets away from the challenge. It's punched forward by Boucher. And cleared out by Hamilton United. Madeline Boucher, a very vital touch, as there was Vaughan players making their way towards the back post. Fleming Thompson. Into the path now. Playing across, Vaughan trying to bring it down. Anderson had an attempt on goal, but a swing and the miss as Fowler curled in towards Fleming Thompson. It's Gomez again on it, but can't quite keep it in the area for Vaughan. Lenehan. Now Parker. Switch to the far side. Fowler with space. Reese Fowler trying to get it over top for Fleming Thompson, but a strong header from Tawil. Chaffee got as far as Foster. Now Gomez. Was blocked by Juris. Foster, and well over top on that attempt. It was looking as she was just trying to get it in towards one of her strikers, but had completely got under that crossing attempt. Anderson couldn't escape the challenge of Roy, but is able to win the throw. Nearing in on the 90th minute mark, just 2.5 remaining. Can't imagine there will be a lot of extra time. We haven't seen too much wasted in this match, just what will be added for the substitutions made from both teams. Time is starting to run out for Vaughan. Ava Boyd might be the hero for Hamilton United. That puts them into the OPL Cup final, where they will face Guelph United, who still currently lead 5-0 over Woodbridge. Their game past the 80th minute mark as well. Fleming Thompson able to win the throw in the corner, and the back pressure on Chaffee. Vaughan giving back possession. It's where it's broken down for them in the final third. They have not been able to work it around this Hamilton United defense. Lenehan, now Kimmins. Pretty much everybody forward for Vaughan, and the flag was up on the near side, but no matter, it was not going to be reached by Abdel Malak, and another substitution is going to replace Brianna Henry, who's had another amazing performance for Hamilton United. She's been direct on that right wing. Has created a lot of problems for Vaughan in this match. headed back by Kimmins. Came into the path of Boyd. Savannah Singh, the one replacing Henry, and a foul committed by Hamilton. Fourth official about to indicate 3 minutes of added time at the end of the 90. One in the middle by Singh and played all the way down for Grattan to give chase. Fowler with pressure on her back, and she has given away the throw. So we're into the first of 3 added minutes. Roy looking to get it into the corner for Grattan. And initially controlled it, but had to run out of room. Grattan again winning it back, this time for Hamilton. Anderson able to get it free. Skipping the challenges, Abdel Malak. Now Foster into the path of Parker. Vaughan with maybe just enough numbers forward. Gomez. Parker trying to get it back for Gomez, but it was intercepted by Mamolti towards the back post. Foster was waiting there, but it was over her head. And it's going to be out. Last touch off Hamilton in a corner for Vaughan. We've been through 1 of the 3 added minutes. All but 2 piling into the box now for Vaughan. Hamilton defending for their life. It's cleared away by Juris. Back in by Rita. And Boucher confidently comes out to claim. Her ability to win aerial battles inside the box has been a huge benefit for Hamilton in this game. The amount of chances Vaughan has had to whip balls in, she has been there to clear them away from harm. Flick forward by Gomez into the path of Fleming Thompson. Does she have some magic here late in this one? Parker, and it was towards Boucher, and with nothing deflecting in front, she was able to catch and hold for another save for her tonight. Grattan will catch up to that bouncing ball. And looking to just waste as much time as she can. Juris. Hamilton United just not trying to lose the ball here. Flag stays down as Grattan could be in here to seal it. And she hit the outside of the post. It would have been a cherry on top for Hamilton United, but with that play might have pretty much killed this one off. Referee Mahboub Gulistani checking his watch. Played into the feet of Gomez. Maybe one more attack left for Vaughan. Gomez tried to flick forward, did Abdel Malak, and there goes the final whistle. Hamilton United have stunned Vaughan here at home. And a goal from the penalty spot from Ava Boyd was just enough to take them over the finish line. And Hamilton United are heading to the OPL Cup final to face off against Guelph United in their first chance at an OPL Cup trophy. What a start of the season it's been for them. And it continues here in the Cup competition. With a chance not only to win OPL 2, with them currently sitting in second place, they have a chance at silverware earlier in the season, with that game to be scheduled in the near future. From myself, Noah Vogel, thanks for tuning in here on this OPL Match of the Week. The final from Redeemer University, Hamilton United 1, Vaughan Azzurri 0. Hamilton moving on to the OPL Cup final.